What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. We are back with some more new look rebuilds, as today we're going to be doing a new look Seattle Seahawks rebuild, as this team obviously has changed a ton. Before we get into today's video, guys, if you could drop a like, of course, subscribe if you're new around here, that would be greatly appreciated. Let's go look at this Seattle Seahawks roster, and let's kind of go over some things, what our goals are for today, and how we're going to go about rebuilding this roster back to where they used to be. So obviously, the big Russell Wilson trade went down this offseason. They traded Russell Wilson away. It seemed like they weren't going to trade him. Pete Carroll in every press conference said it wasn't going to happen, and boom, they traded him to the Broncos. I really wanted my Washington Commanders to get Russell Wilson. He did not want to come to Washington. He wanted to go to Denver, so happy for Russell Wilson. He got where he wanted to be. But for the most part, they obviously got Shelby Harris out of the deal. They got Drew Lock out of the deal, and they got Noah Fant out of the deal. So they seem to believe in Drew Lock, so we'll see how that goes for us. I mean, I'll start him year number one, and if he's good, sure, but not really promising him the starting spot. I know Pete Carroll has talked up Drew Lock a lot, but defensively, I also drafted Boy Mafe, signed Nwosu. You have Jordan Brooks, like I said, they got Shelby Harris, still have Jamal Adams, they re-signed Quandre Diggs, so there's still a roster that could potentially, make some noise if Drew Lock is good somehow, but other than that, obviously we got some work to do, and then they kept Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf, which I thought they might trade one, and then they did draft Kenneth Walker and, of course, Charles Cross. So we're going to see how this first season goes. One thing I did do, which it was a pain in the ass to get done, by the way, I made sure the Seahawks have their draft picks for this upcoming draft. That is free agents. I meant to go to draft picks. So basically, the Seahawks have all their picks. So let's take a look at this. It was kind of a pain to get done. I had to trade Jamal Adams a couple times, then bring him back. But regardless, we have 2 first-rounders in 2 seconds, which they have from the Russell Wilson trade in this upcoming 2023 draft. So let's get into this season. Let's see how the Seahawks team does. Looking to maybe make the playoffs here. If Drew Lock wants to be good somehow and get us there, sure, but I don't expect that to happen, obviously. But hey, you never know. So at the end of the season, like I figured we would be, we went 4-13, which is gonna warrant us a high draft pick, which is good because we could definitely look into drafting a quarterback in this draft. We have 2 first-round picks, so we definitely are more than capable of going here and getting in this draft. And like I said, drafting a quarterback for the future of this team. So 60 players were upgraded. Let's go take a look at the player stats just to kind of see how players did for this young roster. So often, we're not everyone's young, but you get what I'm saying. Offense 26 in the NFL, and then defensively we're 29. So both sides of the ball, kind of Drew Lock, not terrible, but obviously, again, he's not the guy going forward. He actually had a decent season, to be honest. It's not terrible, but just not sure. Like I said, he's the guy. And then rushing wise, Chris Carson, 1,000 yards, 12 touchdowns. Honestly, I could low-key make this a challenge where I really start Drew Lock throughout the video, but I don't think I can do that. So Tyler Lockett, Dwayne Eskridge, both had 1,000 yards. DK Metcalf did not hit 1,000 yards. 6 touchdowns for him, though. And then Noah Fant also had 800 yards. Defensively, sacks-wise, we had 7 from Boy Mafe, so that's good in his rookie season. Daryl Taylor, 6.5. 3 from Shelby Harris, 2 from Quentin Jefferson, and 1 from Al Woods. Interceptions-wise, we had 2 from Jordan Brooks, 2 from Jamal Adams, 1 from Justin Coleman, and 1 from Tyreek Woolen. Is this someone they also drafted? So he was actually not too bad. We'll take that. But let's get into the offseason, shall we? Got some work to do. So let's get into the offseason and let's figure out what we're going to do. So obviously the draft is going to be a huge part of what we do this offseason. But trades maybe? Do we trade players as well? Because obviously we do have some vets that I wouldn't mind getting rid of. But at the same time, we could just kind of mix some veterans and some, draftees and kind of hope it works out. But we'll take a look who's all free agents. I assume DK is a free agent this offseason. And I am wrong. That's next offseason. Never mind. So, not a ton of important guys here. I know Geno Smith is somebody the Seahawks keep around. Justin Coleman at 29. Rashad Penny. I mean, with Kenneth Walker. And, I might trade Chris Carson low-key. Maybe we could trade Chris Carson. And then we could go ahead and start Kenneth Walker. That might be something. So, I'm going to re-sign Sidney Jones. Only normal development, but he's a scheme-fit corner. So, I'm going to bring him back. Rashad Penny, I'm also going to bring back because I think I'm going to go ahead and trade Chris Carson. I don't know how much Chris Carson will give me in the open market as far as value, but we do have Kenneth Walker, so I wouldn't mind starting Kenneth Walker and then also having a young quarterback come in. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Let's go to day 1 of free agency, and let's explore the trade market for Chris Carson. Now, one thing Madden needs to do for future, by the way, they need to put trade override in so it's easier to get these draft picks that you're supposed to have. And a trade finder would be cool too, like 2K has, but whatever. Madden still hasn't done that. I think people have been asking for that for years. So Chris Carson at 27 years old. He's a solid running back. We have Kenneth Walker, so I kind of want to see what Kenneth Walker can do. So again, I'm going to look for a team that needs a running back. I don't know what team at the top of my head, so I'm just going to look through this real quick, see if I find anybody. I'm going to trade Chris Carson, though, most likely. And there really isn't anybody popping up. I mean, running backs usually aren't that valuable, unless if you're like Derrick Henry or Christian McCaffrey, I guess. Even then, the injuries, obviously, with McCaffrey. But regardless, yeah, I don't see anybody that needs a running back. So, I'll just trade him to, like, now the Vikings don't need a running back. My Madden's glitching. Okay. I don't know what the hell just happened there, but I'm going to make a trade real quick. I got to figure something out for sure because Madden's being weird on me. The Buccaneers seem like a team that would love Chris Carson. I'm giving them a second and a third round pick. They do have Leonard Fournette, but hey, Chris Carson just adds to that running back room. We didn't need him, so we get some picks for him, which is going to help in this draft, obviously. So now we have 3 seconds and 2/3, which is awesome because, like I said, we are still kind of rebuilding this roster. So just like that, Kenneth Walker becomes the starter now. Rashad Penny is going to back him up. DK and Tyler Lockett are my wide receivers. I am kind of debating whether or not we should trade Tyler Lockett away as well. Might be able to get a first-round pick for Lockett based off his production in the past couple of years. And then here's my defense, which I'm still totally cool with. Definitely could use another corner. Shelby Harris is going down overall, so I don't expect him to be good that long. And then Quandre Diggs is like 30 years old, or 29, I guess. So wouldn't mind trading him. Jamal Adams, 26. I could probably get a lot for Jamal Adams, but I don't think I'd trade him away. He's one of the good players in this roster. And then Quandre Diggs, and honestly, I might low-key trade Tyler Lockett and Quandre Diggs this offseason. Sounds crazy, but if I want to keep going, and then Shelby Harris, how much is he making? Let's see. If I released him, we'd get a penalty of $11 million. Never mind. So you're good to stay here. I'm not trading you for that. So we'll keep Shelby Harris around. But one thing I'm going to do is I think I might trade Tyler Lockett, and I also might trade Quandre Diggs because they're both 29, and they're going to be at their best value. I'd love some more draft capital. I'm trading Tyler Lockett to the Cleveland Browns and getting a 23rd pick in this draft for Tyler Lockett. More than happy with that. I love that trade for us. Obviously, we lose a wide receiver, but we're fine with that. Tyler Lockett was a veteran. He was up to 29 years old. It would have been cool to keep him, don't get me wrong, but DK Metcalf, I'm going to have to pay, and I'm going to draft a young wide receiver to pair alongside him. And then last but not least, again, I think I'm going to go ahead and trade Quandre Diggs as well, just because at 29 years old, again, best value possible. So we're just going to go ahead and move him as well. So is there any team that has green interest in Quandre Diggs? I mean, I'm looking for a third. Looks like we had the 49ers. So 49ers could... Oh, that's in the division, though. Do we trade in the division? Yeah, if you give me a second and third, I'll give you Quandre Diggs. And they don't accept that. Okay. I get it. What if we threw in, like, a fourth, and then you accept this? Which, again, trading the division is kind of weird, but we'll take it. A second and a third, and just like that, boys, I have so much draft capital going into this draft. We're going to be able to rebuild this roster like crazy. And we haven't even taken a peek at free agency yet. So let's go take a look at free agency. So looking into free agency with our $53 million in cap space, which is nice. We have Tom Brady, Akeem Hicks. I mean, I'm looking for young pieces out here if we could find it. But usually this free agency is a little lackluster because it's been ran through already. So Ronnie Harrison, we don't need that. We already have a Jamal Adams, so that doesn't make any sense. Jaron Brown, no thank you. Landon Collins, again, don't need him. Saffold, Conklin, Steven Nelson. Again, none of these guys really make a ton of sense for us because all these guys are, veterans, and we kind of need some young pieces in here. Deontay Harris, low-key wouldn't be bad, though, as a scheme fit. How much is he going to cost me? I do like the idea of, like, Deontay Harris just as a guy. So I'm going to go Deontay Harris because we did just trade Tyler Lockett, which we're obviously going to draft a wide receiver still. But, hey, getting Deontay Harris would not be bad. Eric Flowers, I kind of like as well. But we might look in the draft for some replacements. And then you got Ajinobi, you got MVS, Dominique Sue, OJ Howard. Yeah, Sauce Gardner is always out here for some stupid reason. Avery, Anthony Brown, and then Brandon Williams. And yeah, so I think we're good. I think I'm just going to sign Smith, and we'll see if he signs. And if he does, we're happy with that. And then we can head into this draft with all of our draft capital and start to build this team up for the ground up. So we got Deontay Harris. Welcome to Seattle. Now it's time to get into the draft. So we are at pick number 4, hoping there's a quarterback on the board for me because I need to go quarterback. So they went Bryant. So that gives me a choice between, I think, a few quarterbacks. So we got, let's see, Robinson's on the board, but I'm looking for QB here. So you have Harrison Bailey, Max Johnson, Matt Corral, and then obviously I'm not taking Matt Corral. He was actually drafted. So Harrison Bailey, though. I don't know if I've ever drafted Harrison Bailey. He's got B break sack, B awareness, A throw accuracy, mid, and B trucking. So he may not be too bad. Max Johnson out of LSU. Yeah, he looks really good. So we might take Max Johnson here to be the quarterback for the Seattle Seahawks. I'm going to take Max Johnson with this pick. We got a hidden development quarterback. We needed a new QB. I like Drew Lock and all, but I just can't see him being my quarterback going forward. So first guy off the board. Now, we're probably just going to go best available every time because we have a lot of holes. So whatever we can get, we'll take. So we got Robinson, which he's actually really good, but I don't know if I mean, he would be best available. I just said I would go best available, but I want to start Kenneth Walker, so I'm not going to do that. We could use another middle linebacker, so Mar Spates, or we could go Jervin Dexter. One of those two I'm leaning towards. Not sure which one I want to go towards. So we want a nose tackle, or would we rather have a middle linebacker? I'm going to draft Jervin Dexter because I feel I can get another middle linebacker later on in the draft. So I'm going to get myself a good defensive tackle in Jervin Dexter. We still have another first-round pick on top of this, so maybe we get lucky and that middle linebacker falls this far. Maybe not, but hey, we can dream, right? So we got Jalen on the board, B.J. Ojulari. We got Malachi Moore, which I drafted him last video, but he was a good free safety. So we could basically draft either one. We still do need a center as well. So obviously still need a lot of help in a lot of places, but maybe we draft a center. And I'm going to draft a center. Pete, welcome to the team. He is normal dev, which is really unfortunate, but he looked really good, so he should still be able to start right away. So round 2, pick number 4, probably go safety here if one of those safeties are still on the board. Hopefully they are, and of course they're not. They're gone. Damn. Okay, that's my fault, but that's all right. We'll take free safety, Rashad Torrance, and then you still have like Jaquarius Conley. We'll come back to safety. No big deal. So all positions, you have Tate on the board. You have Jalen Rivers, Jalen Carter, Diggs. So still a lot of good players, like I said. So I'm going to look at Jalen Rivers here. We do need another guard. And I'm going to draft Jalen Rivers, give myself another player, and that's another normal dev. So far, I'm a little disappointed so far. I'm not doing great. Round 2, pick number 19. Let's see if we can get a hidden development player here because we need it. So Desmond, we haven't drafted a wide receiver yet, so we need to draft a wide receiver for sure. A lot of things we need to draft, obviously, though. So Desmond DeMoss out of Texas A&M. Probably said his name completely wrong. Let me see if there's other wide receivers on the board. I don't know if I'm really hoping Desmond's not normal development. I know Marvin Mims is star development. So how far down the board is he? Can I wait until my next pick for him? Maybe. And Alfred Collins is here. Damn. Marvin Mims. Okay. Kind of want to take Walker, Alfred Collins here because they're both like really freaking good out of this draft. So I'm going to go. I'm going to draft Alfred Collins here. I'm going to hope Marvin Mims is there at my other second round pick. If he's there, that's my pick. We had back-to-back, actually. I'm stupid. So we were fine. Alfred Collins, and I'm drafting Marvin Mims here with this other pick. So welcome to the Seahawks, my friend. And we got ourselves a brand new wide receiver, kind of replaced Tyler Lockett's void. So we got Smith as well on top of that. So now we go to our other second-round pick. And again, we still have a lot of draft capital. Still a few more picks here. So we still have Desmond on the board, but we don't need to do that. A cornerback would not be the worst idea in the world either. Emmanuel Forbes, B zone coverage. We don't know his man coverage. He is in development, so we'll take that. We got ourselves a corner for this team, so that is nice. All right, now to round 3, where we have, I can't remember how many picks we have in round 3, but I think it might only be 2. Okay, now we need to look at some linebackers. Or we could just go guard again, which we did draft a guard already, so maybe I won't do that. Yeah, Warren McClendon. Tackle might not be the worst idea, though, so let's take a look at some of these tackles. We have Darnell Wright, Jack Nelson. So if we take a look, Darnell Wright, we got C question marks on the other side, and then I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Jack Nelson's pretty solid out of Wisconsin. So maybe we take Jack Nelson here, and he is going to be normal development. Damn. Offensive line, been kind of an L, but I guess we'll just kind of hope they're good. And then round 3, pick 20, and we still have another round 3 pick. Okay. So offensive line's all been normal dev, which is kind of disappointing, but it is what it is. Milton Wright, Walter Parks, Isaiah Foskey, EJ Williams. We don't need a running back. Akeem Mesidor, which I guess I wouldn't mind taking another left in if we wanted to. Or we got DeMonte Capart, which I know he is hidden development, but I might take Akeem Mesidor here. He's going to be normal development. So yeah, it's been kind of an L so far. I would have loved all hidden development players, but it doesn't work out that way sometimes. If Devontae is here, he'll be my pick, and then I'm headed out of this draft. So we got Dorian Strong's on the board, so I know he'll be good. DeMonte, we're gonna take him, and if Dorian Strong's in round 4, I'm gonna take him as well. So let's see if he is there at round 4, because we do have an early round 4 pick. Marks goes right before. If Dorian Strong is here, I'm taking him, and he is here. So I'm taking Dorian Strong, and I'm happy with that. Welcome to Seattle, my friend. And we got ourselves another good quarter in round 4. Round 5, I'll see if there's anything else available to us. I doubt there'll be anybody else that's good, but hey, we could have used the middle linebackers, so maybe I look at the middle linebackers. We got Milton Wright, wide receiver, has fallen this far. He was kind of there earlier. Jameson Williams also here. That's funny. You know what? Milton Wright, he's got 8 catching. I'll take him. Normal development wide receiver just sitting there, but it is what it is, boys. We're headed out of this draft. I feel decent about the draft. I think we took a lot of L's in some spots, but we're just going to have to hope, you know, players are good. Overalls aren't bad, and they just develop, obviously. So this was the results after the draft. You still have Charles Cross, Pete Skorinski, Gabe Jackson, Abraham Lucas, got Jack Nelson, and then also you have Jalen Rivers, we also drafted 74 overall, so not too bad. DK Metcalf, Marvin Mims, and then you got Deontay Harris, obviously. Max Johnson, Kenneth Walker, Rashad Penny, and then Noah Fant. So offensively, it's solid. Defensively, if you take a real quick look, you have Boy Maffei, and I forgot to draft a free safety, by the way. I'm a freaking L, but we have Marquise Blair here at 25, so we'll give him an opportunity this year, I guess. You have Alfred Collins, you have Jervin Dexter, DeMonte Capehart. So low-key, I might change this scheme, even though this is a 95% fit, I guess. We got Dorian Strong on here as well, and he's not even sitting out here, so that's kind of weird. We drafted him, and he's not even in the depth chart right now. Then Emmanuel Forbes is there, but I low-key wouldn't mind. Let's try something. If I move this to a 4-3 instead of a 3-4, 4-3 is not, or wait, 4-3 is 70%. Okay, I guess we leave it the way it was. I mean, it's a 95% scheme fit, so I guess we'll leave it at the way it is. And then I do want to go ahead and start, I think, Jervin Dexter over Poona Ford, to be honest with you. And then we'll have Shelby Harris, I guess, kind of run it for one more year. But Alfred Collins, and then here's a middle linebacker. And then Nwosu, I'm going to start over Taylor. And then Boyd Maffei, of course, Jordan Brooks, and Barton. So, and then Emmanuel Forbes, I definitely want to see him. And then Dorian Strong is even in the depth chart right now. So, kind of want to throw him out there as well. Let's see if I can fix that. And then I think we'll be ready for season number 2. So, yeah, definitely a long offseason with all those draft picks, but it was worth it. So let's go to quarterbacks. And then where is Dorian Strong? There he is. I'm going to throw him in there, and he's going to be kind of in the mix there. Oh, they also drafted Kobe Bryant. I forgot about him. So, yeah, I guess those are going to be my 5 cornerbacks right here. And we'll see what happens. Let's simulate this season. Max Johnson is the quarterback this year. Don't really know what to expect, but hey, maybe he surprises us, and maybe we make the playoffs. And what did I freaking tell you? We made the playoffs. Not only did we make it, we also won our division and get a home game on top of that. So after that draft, it looks like we got a lot of good players that made an impact, because we made the damn playoffs after only being out of the playoffs one season, which is solid. I guess Seahawks didn't make the playoffs in, the season before that, but you get the point. Offense was 11th in the NFL. Defense was 3rd. So I'm glad I did not move the defensive scheme like I was going to. But Max Johnson came in and played really nicely. Star development, love to see it. 31 and 10. Rushing wise, Kenneth Walker had a good year. 1,200 yards, 18 touchdowns. We gave him the key to the backfield. He took over, and he was really good. So we love that. And Rashad Penny chipped in a little bit as well. Receiving wise, DK Metcalf's going to get a contract this offseason. Plan on paying him. He had a really good year. And then Dwayne Eskridge, also really solid. So Dwayne Eskridge has been really good. And then Noah Fant and Deontay Harris, Rashad Penny, and Marvin Mims, I guess wasn't getting any run. I guess Dwayne Eskridge was kind of over him, but that's fine. Defensively, sacks wise, 8 from Jervin Dexter, 5.5 from Alfred Collins. So our young rookie players coming in and making an impact. Nwosu with 4, 3.5 from Boy Maffei, 3.5 from Darrell Taylor, 3, and then 2 and 2. So defense was really solid. I mean, I don't know if we're, Marquise Blair had 5 interceptions. Shout out to him. Honestly, like I said, I forgot to draft a free safety in that draft, and Blair came in and played great. So we'll take it. Well, let's get in to this playoff game. And let's beat the Carolina Panthers, man. Let's win our first playoff game. Rookie quarterback starting. I mean, again, we were ranked high in both sides of the ball. So, and the Panthers only went 9-8. So we should be the favorites coming in. Max Johnson is the real deal. He took over for Drew Lock, obviously. So let's go in here and let's win this damn game. And it is 0-0. Panthers come back 7-0. And okay, no, that's fine. Now we tie it up. There we go. 10-7 for Carolina. But we're going to even it up. 10-10. We get interception from Emmanuel Forbes. We drafted rookie player getting a big interception in a playoff game. And then the Panthers score in the 3rd quarter. Okay, and they get the ball back and score again. I think we threw an interception. And Third quarter time, go score. Max Johnson, he does not. Fourth quarter, this is your chance. I'm not jumping in this year because I feel like do I jump in? No, I'm not jumping in. Okay, they're just kind of, all right, I'm jumping in, I guess. I said I wasn't going to, but I mean, at this point, with 2 minutes and 17 seconds left on the clock, I mean, why not? Why couldn't this be our year? I mean, we're 11-6, won our division. So, I mean, who knows? Maybe this could be our year. So, you know what? If DK Metcalf gets open, streaking downfield, he is not there, though. So, I'm just going to take... Never mind, I got hit. So, 2 minutes and 10 seconds left. Max Johnson still on the ball 45 times. Holy crap. That is kind of crazy. And the Panthers are playing really good defense, which is really unfortunate because I would have loved nothing more than just, you know, kill them here. 9-8, and we're 11-6. So, we obviously have the better record. But records, obviously... don't matter in the playoffs. I mean, they just kind of go to the win. So 2 minutes left in this drive. We're at the 2-minute warning. We need a touchdown. So I'm going to try to get a quick score here. And I could run the ball probably, but again, you guys know I love throwing the football up and just kind of hoping for an interception. But let's go. Dwayne Eskridge, if I love your routes. If you could get open here, he's not there. Actually, he might be there low key. Oh, no, it's not. It's not. 2-minute warning. Why? Wait, what? Oh, it's a penalty. Is that PI on them? Let's go, baby. I think that's on them. Let's go. We'll take it. That is a freaking penalty we will take, obviously. So just like that, we draw the penalty. We're going to run the football a little bit with Kenneth Walker. Why not? Let's, you know, run down some clock. Run the football a little bit. He's our rookie, or not rookie, I guess, this year, but he's our young running back. We'll take those couple yards, I guess. Wasn't a ton, but we're going to go back to the same thing. Only gained 2, but... I'm confident Kenneth Walker getting me a first down here on the second down. Hopefully that is the case. So let's see if he can make it happen. And yes, there you go. Almost. Okay. He had a gaping hole there. 12 rushes for 67 yards. 3rd and 3. I mean, this is 4-down territory. So, I mean, it really doesn't matter if we get the first down or not. Obviously, I want the first down here, so I don't have to worry about it on 4th down, but we'll see. So I'm going to have Deontay Harris, and I think that's a first down. That's really close. And yes, it is. Okay, they gave me the first down. That was actually really close. But, all right, let's get the touchdown. Let's punch it in. Dwayne Eskridge or DK. I mean, obviously, I'm going to look for DK here to get it in here. And he is open. And no, he's not. I'm an idiot. Okay. I'm actually really stupid. That should have been interception. I don't know what I'm doing, man. All right. Let's be smart with the football. That was my fault for staring down the wide receiver. That is my fault. I won't do it again. Let's go. DK. And I think, no, he's not open. I'm going to have to throw it away. Damn, 2nd and goal. Okay. We're good. We're good. We're good. It's not a big deal. We're fine. Mesh spot. I need Dwayne or I need Font to be open. They're going to give me some yards or low key. I might. No. I'm such an idiot, dude. Well, I got the ball back, so I'm just going to throw it up and hope DK comes down with it. Okay. Thank you, DK, for bailing me out. I'm lucky. I got the ball back after that interception. So lucky. And DK just gets me the... Yep, there we go. I'll take that. Okay. I'm an idiot. You know what? I'm really, really starting to wonder my ability of clutch drives because that was an interception that should not have been thrown. So, I'll take it, though. W on the next round. Definitely scary, but hey, we're good. So another home game here in Seattle, but this time it's going up against Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. So it's probably going to be a tough matchup. If we can come out here and beat the Packers, I think we could win the Super Bowl this year, which is kind of crazy to think about. But we're up 7-0. Then we throw an interception and allow Green Bay to get the ball back. And they're going to drive down and go up 10-7. And it is now 13-7. Okay, we're good, though. We still don't score. Going to need to score here. And 13-9. I guess I'll take it. We get the ball back. Great field position. And we didn't do anything with it. Okay. Take the lead, though. We got another interception. Go score. How do we intercept it and then the Packers get the next score? Okay. Hate this so far. It is 26-16. And I think it's safe to say we've lost this game. But, you know, I'll come out here and throw a quick bomb real quick and just give myself another chance. I have DK Metcalf in like 50-50 with one-on-one coverage. So I'm going to throw it up to him. And we're going to hope for the best here. And this is way overthrown. Actually, maybe not. And yeah, DK is just freaking crazy. Okay, take that just like that. We're back in the red zone. Maybe just throw it up to him again, low-key, and just kind of hope he comes down with it again. I think they have double coverage on him this time, though. I have Y wide open, though. And Rashad Penny, nice route. Gonna get to the 2-minute warning here. 26-16. This could be a crazy run. All we got to do is punch it in, though. You guys know I just threw an interception last game. I got to make sure I don't do that this time. So I like Noah Fant's route. Dwayne Eskridge is nice here as well. I have Dwayne Eskridge, and that is another interception. I am not jumping in anymore. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I've learned my ways, and I'm not jumping in. I quit at jumping in this game. I am terrible. Well, here we are at the resigning stage after that debacle of me throwing 2 picks in the postseason, and we do have a few players we need to resign here, obviously, so let's go ahead and take care of that. So obviously DK Metcalf being the most important one. Let's make sure we keep DK on the Seahawks roster, keep Max Johnson with a weapon, and DK Metcalf is back. Noah Fant, same thing, another guy I definitely want back, and then this should leave us about $50 million in cap space, give or take, after all these signings. So Nwosu we'll bring back as well. I like him on the Seahawks roster. And then Poona Ford, same thing. I'm going to go ahead and bring him back for depth. So we'll sign Poona Ford. And that gives us about $60 million. So I think that's going to be it for me. We're going to let everyone else go. And we're going to go to free agency. And we're going to spend big because we just took a massive jump last year. So let's do that again. So let's take a look at our lineup real quick. And then let's spend big money in free agency to put this team over the top. So offensively, I don't know if I'll worry about anything on the offense. Obviously, the offensive line could improve a little bit. So maybe if there's a right tackle out here, I wouldn't mind a right tackle. I like my guards, and then we do have a really good running back, good weapons. So yeah, I think only thing I'll worry about is tackle on the offense. And then defensively, I need another middle linebacker, Dexter, superstar dev. I need like a #1 corner, Jamal Adams. We need a free safety as well. So yeah, we'll do that. So we need a middle linebacker and then maybe a #1 corner. So let's take a look. And then end definitely wouldn't hurt. Shelby Harris is not getting younger, but we'll see what we could find. So free agents, we got Lamar Jackson, we got Terry McLaurin, Jenkins, Kareem Hunt, Tom Brady, Mecole Hardman. Okay, one thing I want to make take a real quick look at is tackle. So we have Rob Havenstein. There's nobody really that worth it. So I'd rather start with the young tackle. So never mind, we're not getting anybody unless I move Jenkins to the tackle, but I'm not going to do that. So we got Jenkins, Kareem Hunt, Mecole Hardman, Renfro, Darnell Savage. I mean, we do need a free safety. Darnell Savage fits the bill. It's going to be relatively cheap as well. So I'm going to go Darnell Savage here for the Seattle team. And he'll be solid. I didn't even offer him a good contract. Let me fix that. So see, our 49ers have quite a good offer on him, but that should be enough. And that should, yeah, that blows him out of the water. So we get Darnell Savage, hopefully. Jimmy Ward, we don't need. Bradley Chubb, low-key, could be nice. Sean Murphy-Bunting, probably the best corner available, huh? So Hayward, Murphy-Bunting, I guess he would be fine. Greedy Williams would be fine as well. I can go ahead and offer Sean Murphy-Bunting a contract. Why not? We'll offer it to him. And we got Murphy-Bunting here. And then middle linebacker was another huge problem. So let's take a look if we got a good middle linebacker. Vontae David, Bobby, Cole Holcomb. So one of these guys is going to have to do. I'll probably go. I mean, we'll probably go Levante David low-key. He's 33 years old, but he's superstar X Factor, so he should be able to make a good impact this year. Obviously, he's more of a win now signing, so that's kind of what we're going with here. And then I did kind of want another end low-key because my end is kind of old. Montez Sweat makes a lot of sense to me, right end. And then we got nose tackle Keem Hicks. So I'm going to sign Montez Sweat as well. We have the money to do it, so why not? I'm going to sign Montez Sweat, add him to this defensive line. And if we offer that, should be the #1 offer, and we are. So just like that, we have #1 offer on 4 really solid defensive players. So hopefully we get all 4 of them, add on to this defense, make this defense that much freaking better. Let's see if we get that. Darnell Savage, Montez Sweat, Sean Murphy-Bunting, and we do get all of them. Let's go. So defense just got much better with Montez Sweat, Savage, Levante David, and Sean Murphy-Bunting. So just like that, we are very happy with that offseason. Defense is that much better. So taking a real quick look at the defense now that is all figured out. Offensively, again, I still would love a really good right tackle, but it wasn't really available to us. So Montez Sweat, and then we got ourselves a corner. We have so many corners that maybe we don't necessarily need another #1 corner because, like I said, we have so many good corners that it'll just work, I guess. And then offensively, right tackle, probably just leave that the way it is, man. So we're gonna probably just run it back another year. Keep the schemes the same. Everything has worked out so far. I don't think there's anything else. If there was Jeffrey Simmons out here, I would have definitely gone for him. Obviously, Terry McLaurin would be cool, but kind of don't need him. Darden Renfro out here as well, but I think we're good, man. I think we're good. Unless we want to sign Rob Havenstein, which we could, I guess, to a deal. But we have Lucas and Jack Nelson. you know what? Sure, why not? Just to improve my right tackle position this year, we'll go in and offer him a contract, and we're not going to be his number one offer. So never mind. Cowboys have a good offer on him. So we're good. We're just going to go past the draft. We just made the playoffs last season. So let's just get into this next season, and let's go make the playoffs again. And this time, I'm not jumping in, and we're going to win a championship. So to end off this season, we went 9-8, but we did not make the postseason, which is quite disappointing, to be honest with you. Really disappointed. I thought after, going 11-6 and going, pretty decently in the playoffs, we would have a good year. Max Johnson also had a really good year. Offense was 50th in the NFL. Defensively was 7th, and you don't make the playoffs with that? Damn, that's kind of crazy. That's unfortunate. Maybe just kind of a fluke season. We'll probably run it back again, obviously. I don't want to end off on that. Yeah, really solid year. Marvin Mims had a really good year as well. On top of that, sacks-wise, we had 7, 7, 6. I mean, maybe we change the playbook, change the schemes, and just kind of run it back because, yeah, that's disappointing. So let's just get into the offseason. Let's re-sign everybody, obviously, and let's run it back again. I'm going to run it back again. 9-8 is not good enough to end off the video. So at the end of the season, we went 9-8 again, but this time we made the playoffs. So that's good, I guess, but 9-8 still not very convincing. I'm really disappointed that so far has just not been good enough, but stats and awards, offense was 18th in the NFL again. Defensively, I mean, this is our last chance to do anything, so yeah, I'm a little nervous about us potentially winning a Super Bowl this year. It's not going to be easy, especially with how this is looking. But sacks-wise, we had 15 from Jervin Dexter, 5.5 from Alfred Collins. But again, we have to play the Carolina Panthers at their house, so we'll see what happens. I mean, I'm not really expecting anything crazy here, but we'll see. So let's sim to next week, and let's see, or not sim to next week. Let's sim cast this game, I guess you can say, or kind of watch it. So skip moment, and we are going to not score. So it is 7-0 Carolina. We do respond with the touchdown, so that is a good sign. But they respond with the field goal. We do not score. It's 7-17, and we're gonna score 14-17. Okay, and we got interception. Okay, and I don't understand how you don't get points out of that. It doesn't make any sense to me, Madden. Like, how does somebody inside the 20 not get points? And we are down big, and we are down really big. So 21-45, this team just never was good enough to do any. Well, 29-45, we lose. Okay, well, that is how this video is going to end, I guess. We were inside the 20 and got no points out of it. Makes no sense to me, but Panthers, shout out to you. Sam Darnold, for some reason, still a stud, I guess. But hey, I hope you guys enjoyed the video regardless. Leave it a like if you did. The Seahawks, have a bright future, I would say, with DK. Obviously, we'll have to see how Drew Lock plays, but definitely Sam Darnold threw 4 touchdowns. I was get the hell out of here. Thank you guys for watching. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.